Okie doke. You guys can talk about that later. All right, so bell ringer for today. Of the common U.S. core values, Ronald Williams detailed what we discussed yesterday in class. Which values do you reflect the most? There you go. So of the values we talked about yesterday, which ones do you reflect the most? And we will complete these. Like I said, I have a short activity for you, and then you guys can work on your culture song. What? They do stare.
That's because they're overly stimulated all the time.
They are. Sensory motor stage.
I also don't like when babies get sick and they get like snotty and gross. Yeah, so I got a dog over this summer. I don't hate them. And I love kids. See, like the thing is, I'm scared of dogs because she threw up.
Are we working on the bell ringer here?
I know it's right now.
Please, preferably. I'd like you to do that. Where do you get the lollipop? Huh. All right, so core values we talked about yesterday. What do you think you reflect the most, Chris? Yeah, they all kind of correlate, right? And you think that reflects from you, right? Okay. All right. Yeah, sports, school, always trying to achieve more, achieve the best. Leah? Yeah, good job. Good job. So humanitarians, that's one you added. Good job. And always trying to help others. Good. Tegan? Yeah, striving to be your best. Soccer player, right? Here we are. Maybe what, pulled hammy, you said? Oh, still want to get out in the field. That's what we like to see. Work ethic, ambition, right? Discipline. Okay, good job. Madden, work. I don't want to work. Okay, I'll play a song. Pretty good song. Now it's stuck in my head. Thanks, Madden. Okay, so work. Yeah, good job. Good job. So always trying to strive to have your strong work ethic. Okay, Sarah? Do you? All right, there we go. There we go. You try to achieve all this before 7, 8 o'clock when Bachelor in Paradise starts.
Yeah.
Right? All right, there you go. Roy.
I said progress, science, and technology.
Ooh, science and technology. Why do you include that one? He's a math magician. Are you? Okay. All right. Well, if I have any issues with the computer, I know who to ask. Right, Roy? You just said you're good with it.
You're gonna bring up Christmas ornaments again.
Oh, what? Come on now. Yeah, I didn't even bring it up. Wasn't even in my mind. Not even unconsciously. Mm-mm-mm. Roy. You're my boy, Roy. Come on now. Taylor? Showing up late to my class.
What?
So you're lying to me now already. I'm just kidding.
No. Except for Spanish. No. Spanish. You're making me look bad. You're making me look bad. No.
So it's not just a common thing here.
No.
All right, so it's all around the school.
Okay. Show up one day late and I'm silently late.
Let's see. We'll have to take our core values now with a grain of salt. All right. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
Individualism.
Okay. Humanitarian. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So you donate to charities? You help out? Volunteer a lot? You don't volunteer? Community work projects? Okay. There you go. Free? Oh, okay. Going to ESU. Go Warriors.
No, I don't know. There's a bunch that I want to go to, but I don't.
You got to make the visits, but you don't want to. You don't want to grow up. Autumn.
I don't have anything that none of us
All right, the same thing. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say we're all going through the same values here. All right, moving on here. Moving on. We're gonna finish these up here, and we're going to have an activity of what values you hold dear to you, what you think should be maybe added, because these were done here in the 1960s, 1970s, and I would think there are some new ones we could maybe add, and let you guys get working on your activity. All right, so we talked over progress and material comfort. Yeah, okay, we mentioned that quite a bit. I know with me, I'm trying to work on my house all the time. Yesterday, I mowed the grass. Pat on the back here. Yep. Did my best there, mowing the grass. Set up some solar lights too. They look nice, highlighting the house and the driveway. Coming, a mature adult here. Right? So equality and democracy. So with our government, we know, and the Declaration of Independence, we know that we hold true, self-evident, all men are created equal. And with equality, we're given the same opportunity where we can achieve, obviously, some of these other core values that were stated by Robin Williams. Okay. And with that being said, our country is established for really having our say in government, having this equality where we have the same opportunities of everybody else to be successful. I like the square deal, right, Tegan? The 3 C's, Roy. Do you remember them?
No.
Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh.
I didn't know.
Yeah, that's why you put IDK, right?
No, I didn't put IDK. I never do that. I just make up random stuff.
Yeah. So you don't know the 3 C's? Anybody in here? Of the square deal?
Oh, wait.
Conservation. Chris knows. Yes, conservation.
Conservation.
Consumer protection and control corporations. Making sure monopolies don't become too big. Trust busters, right? Come on, Roy. Don't let me down. Come on now. All right, so equality and democracy. Yeah, everybody given the same opportunity to succeed. Freedom. Oh, we love our freedoms. We do. Oh, yeah. All right, so freedom of speech, freedom of religion. Okay, those are those protected rights that we have, these freedoms, these liberties. And whenever they are maybe infringed on, all right, maybe if they are restricted, you see a bunch of hoopla on social media, in the news, and again, rightfully so. This is what our country was founded on. Right? These are the rights that we were given above the government. Well, in certain cases, we all know where some of these rights might be limited. In a time of war, in a time of, let's say, a pandemic, right? So some of these rights could be limited, especially in warfare, right? We maybe we'll get to in World War One, some of these rights to assemble, especially if you're a communist sympathizer. Chris, you communist? You're wearing red in your shirt. I don't know. Okay, all right. So, and anyway, these rights could be limited depending on a certain occasion, right? Certain scenario, what's going on in the country. And again, there's a lot of heat about this if ever these rights are limited. Because we hold these freedoms near and dear to our heart. We love. We love. And again, it's really a first establishment we see of these freedoms and these liberties here in the United States that you really can't see anywhere else. Some other countries try to mimic, try to have similarities to our own, but we're unique. We're unique. All right, so racial and group superiority. Even though we have freedom, democracy, and equality, we still associate ourselves within groups. Robin Williams expressed this a lot, especially through the 1960s, clearly with the civil rights movement, right? Yeah, okay. So we have these groups coming together depending on their race, ethnicity, culture, and there's a lot of hostility, especially during the 1960s. And you can kind of see it today still with a lot of different movements, activist movements for certain ethnicities, certain races. And it's been part of our history, really forever. World War II especially, World War I, even before that, okay, where the Tuskegee Airmen, given the opportunity in World War II, African-American flight group, and were very successful. But when they returned home, still faced a lot of the issues of segregation, of the separate but equal idea that it really wasn't equal whatsoever. World War II, Japanese internment camps, because we were in fear of the Japanese maybe having a hit and run attack, an attack inside our own borders. President FDR put a lot of these Japanese Americans in internment camps to make sure we can prevent an internal attack. Was it ethical? No, not at all. In the 1980s, finally seen an apology from the United States of these doings in World War II, 40, 50 years later. And it just goes to show during times of warfare and even times of peace, we see some issues with different cultures in the United States. All right, so there's many different things you can resemble this off of, many different examples of racial riots, rebellions in the US, ethnic uprisings. Education, huge one as well. Education, we all know that education is a big part. And anymore, it seems like you need a bachelor's degree to hold any type of occupation. Master's degree, doctorate, you name it. So as you gain that, that degree, you'll be able to perform other jobs. In all reality, looking back at college, I'm like, you know what did I really learn? What did I really learn other than to live on my own and have my own freedom, independence, where I can obviously make and time management for myself? But it just seems like a lot of money for not a lot of results. But I made a lot of connections. I obviously built a big friend group, relationships with amongst of other people to get me where I'm at today. But with education, especially now shifted maybe towards vocational studies in the United States, especially, there's a lot of funding towards building up these technical skills, okay, vocational skills, a little bit more in detail. At one time, maybe not so much. When I was going through high school, it was all geared and shifted towards going to college, going to a university, and still prevalent today, but even more so with technical schools and vocational school a little bit more. All right, and we talked about these values here. They all are. Okay, they're all represented in Robin Williams's core values of the United States. Again, mostly done in the 1960s, 1970s, where he gathered all these core values. Obviously, there are some more today we can maybe add to it. All right, so here are some other core values that I think could be included. So nationalism, patriotism, America, right? Yeah, you see a lot of people boasting about their patriotic means to the United States and decisions made in government, how they may be going against the Constitution. And, oh my gosh, it's against America. But anyway, we still have a lot of people that are very patriotic and just love America. And with our institutions, with our systems, we believe that we have the best of all the rest of the world. Some cases, yeah, some cases, no. But overall, our country, we are the only superpower in the world, which shows that love and attention towards the United States with this patriotic viewpoint. Science and rationality, okay? So with the developments of new technology, emergence of new medicines, okay? And we are at the leading edge of the rest of the world when it comes to many of those new advancements in science and technology. Yeah, there's other countries that are up there too, but for the most part, we are at the cutting edge. And we hold those values to a high degree. Religious values. Really, our country was founded on religion and founded on religious freedoms. So how we can express our religion. And we really are one of those countries where we don't have a specific state religion, okay, where we have the ability to express our religion the way we would like. And romantic love is another core value that maybe could be added to that through media, through social media, through music, entertainment, and how this is a core value that we all hold tight, especially with our friends, family, okay, what gets us through our day, especially parents. All right, so think about it. So like I mentioned, these core values created in the 60s and the 70s. So think about maybe 3 or 4 values that you could maybe add to this list. Yeah, I get it. Some with technology, some with science. Okay, maybe you can be a little bit more in detail about some of those core values that you can add. All right, so there you go. I'll let you guys think of, how about a couple minutes here, think of 3 or 4 values that you could maybe add to the list of Robin Williams's America's core values. I think I went through some of these already that I may have, that could be added. I think I talked about some of them. Yeah, the meet yesterday mattered.
Yeah.
How'd that go? Nice. Good. Where was it at? Cool. You just run around the track, or how do you do that? Do you like have a big obstacle? Okay. Is that 5th overall or is it 5th girls?
Yeah,
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. So what's the next step? Districts?
yeah, but I don't know. Because, the districts are on Saturday and I have to stop.
Oh, man. Where's districts at?
6 3.
And is there a regional or does it just go right to states then?
I think after this.
So you can't give up softball one weekend to go. You get yelled at. Oh, man. Seems like you're really involved with that, Talia. Like you want to be a part of it. You want to do it.
Yeah, not my dad.
Oh,
He doesn't like listening to that.
really? All right. So other core values that maybe you thought of. Chris, what do you think? You couldn't find any? Leah?
Family, reputation, and that.
Reputation. All right. I don't give a damn about my reputation. I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah. Okay. So money. All right. So yeah, there we go. All right. So money. So we're this belief where we have to make all this money. Individualistic gain kind of falls under that, kind of goes suit with that. But a lot of these core values do kind of correlate. Tegan, you find any? Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's a big part of society now with CrossFit, yoga, what spin class. I know that's a big thing nowadays. Go and spin. How cool is that? Tegan, what else?
That's all.
Okay. All right. Yeah, good job. Good job. Yeah, exercise is definitely a big one, physical fitness. Madam,
Integrity, like,
sportsmanship. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Good, good, good. Sarah? Positivity. Oh, there you go. Everybody's positive here in the United States.
That's what we need.
I was gonna say I could walk down the hall and find some negative Nancy's here, I'm sure. Ooh. Not in this room though. No way. Roy?
Creativity.
Creativity. Okay. Yeah, we definitely need that. Creation of these. Yeah. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Yeah. Creativity is a good one. I like that one. Just every time you look up here. Yep, here it comes. Taylor?
Determination.
Ooh, determination. Okay. Motivation. Nice. Any other ones? Responsibility. All right. Okay. Good. Bree?
Like a work ethic.
Work ethic. Growing up. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, work ethic. Good. Autumn? Giving. All right. Yeah. Thanksgiving. Here we are all the time. Giving presents to people during Christmas, their birthday. I feel like that's all I do with all these birthdays. It's crazy. It's like, oh, I gotta get another present, getting another gift. What's that?
Did you go to social transportation?
When's that?
Monday.
We won't be here.
I know.
Maybe we'll celebrate it Tuesday.
Okay.
We should. We should. All right. So here's some values. I think I already mentioned this before, but environmental protection, narcissism. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Usefulness, physical fitness. Keegan, you said that. Leisure. Okay. Definitely with sitting on our phone, maybe TikToking it up. I don't know. Self-fulfillment is a good one as well. All right. Is there any questions on the core values? So we're going to have a test next week. That's it for this chapter. And the assignments are going to be due Tuesday. Okay, Tuesday when you guys return. So here's the assignment. When? Well, I'm thinking Wednesday or Thursday.
Well, Wednesday's the essay. Yeah. And
Is
Thursday.
it?
Thursday, I'm not gonna be here.
So probably Thursday then. All right, so let's see where we're at here. Well, we don't want American history. There you go. So you'll see it attached. Cultural assignment. Okay. And this is the last thing of this chapter. So there's two choices. Referring back to Anacorema. I think that's a pretty good one. Yeah. And another one where you have to do a reading if you want to. It's up to you. Geez, Madden, holy cow. All right, so you can choose one option. Anacorema, identify and describe 5 political practices, beliefs of the Anacorema people. Huh? I can't make it 50 points?
Take the credit. It's gonna be.
Whoa, really? Maybe I'll grade it harder now. All right, so identify, describe 5 cultural practices and our beliefs of your culture. Okay, and I'd like you to reflect it off of the Anacorema and maybe come up with some unique examples. I think you came up with some of them in class that one day with the bell ringer, but you're just building off it a little bit more. Okay, so you're gonna have a page for identifying and a page for describing it. I think a lot of people will choose that one. And here's option 2, ethnocentrism and cultural relativism. We talked about that quite a bit already. And this is a reading. You have to read a document, an article. It was about female genital mutilation. So that's a pretty crazy one there. So if you want to read that, write a page just summarizing the details. It's a part of culture. You have to read about it. Yeah, you have to read about it. It's pretty intense. So if you guys want to check that one out, go ahead. And then describe practice from both ethnocentric viewpoint and cultural relativist viewpoint of that culture with that certain topic. Pretty crazy. I think you'll enjoy it though. I think you'll actually like find it interesting if you do read it. But you have 2 choices. There you go. There you go.
Mutilation?
Cultural relativism, ethnocentrism,
After female, like I really.
mutilation,
Oh,
genitalia.
oh, okay.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, there you guys go. All right. So anyway, interesting article. Seriously, it's about it, culture, and that is thinks it's morally okay, but for us, it's a little wow, crazy. But again, you can read about it, write a summary of it, and just follow the details of the assignment here. So you can read this more in detail of the directions. All right.
You said 2 pages. So you need like, I need to write a page and another page, or just like put it on 2 separate pages?
2 pages in length. Yeah, if you wanna try to separate it, like you hear part 1, part 2, that would be great. So you can just
like all together, it needs to be the length of 2 pages.
yeah. So if you want to do it, you want to put an APA format, your name, okay, the class, the date, and you can do part 1 and then write the page. Part 2, write your page, and then you can have sources. Obviously, for the Anacorema, you can write your source there. APA. What's that? Yeah, you'll have a separate page for your citation page.
Well, won't there only be 1 citation?
Well, yeah, but you still have to have a citation page. You guys good? You know what we're doing? All right, there you go. Are you? Nice, nice.